Jesus Christ, you know what? I guess I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get a haircut, because honestly speaking, it ain't looking very cash money. So, that's a future endeavor type of thing, probably tomorrow, actually. Oh god. Anyhow, hi. We are currently on our way to actually go to the congregation, which is a coffee shop that we've been to. And one of the cool things that happened was that in our previous video, Sandy was going through it in the sense of like wanting to cut her hair, and we finally managed to do that. Quite literally, after I posted that video, like 30 minutes later, we managed to do that whole ordeal, and she cut her hair. So now we're gonna showcase her with her cut hair because she feels bonita, and it's super funny. So, but right now we have the doggies, and look at them go. Little Ty is just running. I got him a longer leash so he can go. But other than that, so now we're almost close. I think we have like a couple blocks to go. But look at them go. She did the intro. Anyhow, hello. As you can see, I got a haircut, and as you can see, she got a haircut. We're going through it, I guess. I don't know. I need a haircut bad, but I kept saying that in my vlog where I was like, oh my god, I looked messed up, disheveled. And then Sandy had, from the previous video that you guys saw, she had a crisis where her hair weighed too much, and now
it was everywhere.
It was everywhere. It weighed too much. It's even more heavier when it was wet. But right now we are on our way to take Chili and Ty to their vet appointment because they have their shots.
Because we missed last time.
And yeah, we were supposed to go on Thursday, Wednesday of last week, and I didn't because I was at my home community college settling some things before the semester starts. But with that being said, hi, my name is Manuel Gonzalez. I am a PhD student at Wayne State University. It is almost my second year in the PhD, and if you're new here, this whole YouTube channel embarks my weekend of the life as a PhD student, where you get to see the ups, the downs, the lefts, and the rights, whether you're seeing my successes or you're seeing my crash outs, and you're seeing Sandy's crash outs. But if you are continuing to watch, you are going to settle and watch our little baby animals. And then on top of that, you get to see my research. And if you don't know, my research embodies the English department with the rhetoric and composition emphasis, and then we go into science and technology, and I focus on generative AI in post-secondary education. And along those string of lines, we are currently in the works of publishing once again, and we are in the works of doing consultation work. So in this episode, I'm going to show you everything that I've been working on, both like my website, my portfolio, my LinkedIn, and the list goes on. But with that being said, before that, we'll give you a little bit of playtime with the little babies, and then afterwards show you their vet appointment and all that stuff. There you go. See? So it's been a hot minute since you've seen this angle, and I'm whispering because we're back at it again. It's currently 5 in the morning, or 5:19, but I've been up since like 3:50 in the morning,
And there's a couple things that I have been doing right now, but this has been in a span of like a couple days or like a week that I had asked Sandy if she could please clean my office in regards to like vacuuming, etc., etc. She helped me for that with that, so thank you for that. And then on top of that, I managed to semi-organize my table because it was like one of those junk tables that had like everything in on top of it. And so I managed to do that to some extent. I still have some work to do, but since it's like 5 a.m., I don't want to do it. It's too early. I was doing some of it last night, and now what I'm planning to do, what I'm currently doing, is that I'm using ChatGPT to organize my files on my desktop, and then I have those files on my external hard drive. So I'm telling it right now to organize those files on my external hard drive, and then give me my duplicates and yada yada yada. What I plan to do is that after I plan to do that, I plan to delete and wipe my entire computer and start it all new again and try to establish the concept of like Windows 11 because my computer is Windows 10 and I could upgrade it to 11, but I haven't done so. So, with that being said, as you can also see, I've been working behind the scenes and doing a bunch of stuff, and hopefully, I try to show you what I want to show you after I refresh everything, and I'll show you my website and everything I've been working on. But with that being said, one of the main things that I wanted to share is in the previous video, I talked about how I was talking to Mallory about creating a call for proposal for both of us so he can do a workshop and whatever. And that was like a whole story. So if you haven't watched that, go watch it in the previous video. But lo and behold, the news is that we got in and we got accepted. And then I'll show it like somewhere here that we got accepted into the conference and we are going to be doing the workshop and presenting the work. And so we're pretty freaking excited. I like got the news yesterday. I woke up at the same time, like around 5 a.m. or something like that, and I checked my email because I'm addicted to my email, and then I managed to see it, and then I was like, oh my god, and then I texted Mallory, but obviously she's asleep, and she eventually woke up, saw it, she was super excited, and yeah, one of the things that is hilarious though is that I don't know what we're expecting, but like Mallory has Dr. Jenkins as her main advisor, and I have Dr. Prishnik as my advisor. And they are kind souls and they are like beautiful people. But like Mallory sent her an email and Dr. Jenkins was like, yeah, like, good job. And then I sent mine to Dr. Prishnik and I got a Microsoft Outlook reaction of a heart. So I didn't even get words. And I'm not expecting like a super throw me a party type of thing, but it was just hilarious because we were laughing about that. I guess we were anticipating something more exciting. I don't know, but it reminds me of that little kid from The Incredibles that was like, "What are you looking at, kid?" And he's like, "I don't know, for something excited to happen, I guess." That was us. We're also gonna be leaving home for a couple days, so we're taking our doggies to a friend's house, and they're taking care of them. So thank you for them, and bless to them. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll let you know what's up, and we'll talk about it later.
So after a super early morning, we are in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is like a 2-hour away from Detroit. And so we are coming into this little coffee place because we need to kill time until like 3 p.m. so our Airbnb is ready. We are going to be going to Breakaway. And I know that I was supposed to show my stuff throughout my whole thing, but it was like, yikes, I didn't do it. But so far, we are doing this. And then, let's go inside. inside the coffee shop for like an hour because I totally forgot that I had like an Zoom presentation that I had to go into, and it was like RSA, AI, and pedagogy lessons or something like that. And let me just tell you that I don't have a problem with people having a problem with AI. What I have a problem with is assuming that the world is not changing and implying that you're not supposed to do your due diligence with an AI and teach your students about AI, and then like doing a disservice by not teaching AI. Whether you like it or not, it's coming, and I think you should teach your students how to use it ethically and responsibly, and then send them out there to the real world where their job is probably going to require them to use it. But right now, apparently we're going to a stationery store, and that's kind of dangerous, but we'll see how that goes.
You want? Should we get?
I want one of those. Maybe I should get one of those too, because I don't like drama. As you can see, we are at Breakaway. I don't even know if this is gonna pick me up, but so we managed to wake up early in the morning, and we're deciding to go to Holland, Michigan, because a lot of people recommended that, and then we ended up coming, but we did not expect or anticipate that there was going to be a farmer's market, and so we landed here on accident, and now we're just enjoying. So we're finally over when it comes to the market, and we found this company or this thing called Handmade Pretzels Not Spot, Holland, Michigan. And this is a turkey bacon cheese pretzel, and she has a caprese, or yeah, caprese one, but she's trying to put some avocado. But
Well, I think this avocado might actually be.
So yeah, but a lot of choices though. And then they don't know this yet, but we managed to our recent new friends, Fernanda and KP. Fernanda has gluten sensitivity, and we managed to find some
Gluten-free options.
Yeah, a bunch of gluten-free bakery options and stuff like that. So we managed to buy some for them, especially because they're taking care of our little babies, and hopefully they'll guess the price. One of the things that we were like laughing when we first went to go drop them off is that Fernanda likes scents and KP does not. And it's kind of like the same vibe me and Sandy have. I don't like scents, she likes scents. And Fernanda's scent is lavender, and there was like a whole lavender little, I don't know, stand there that was like selling a bunch of the lavender stuff. And the joke was that we should probably buy one for her, but we didn't because we didn't want to stir something up. But now we're going to go to our original plan, which was the coffee shop.
Yes.
And then we'll see how it goes. But we did buy a couple of things. That was kind of crazy. So yeah, we bought pickles. They were so good.
Yep. There's a very spicy one too.
Yeah. We managed to come to a coffee shop now, and it is pretty nice vibe. And there's like a Google review up there that they made into a poster, and it quite literally fits the vibe. I don't know if I can see it because of the fact that it has a stand up there, but essentially it says it's a hipstery little thing, but then they had great waffles and great coffee. So I think that's true. They are very, very busy, and I think the wait time is like 20 minutes for your coffee, like after you order. which is good because they're suffering from success, but still, like, Jesus. Day 2 of Breakaway! Yay! Today we are planning to look at subtronics and then
We watch
Wookiee,
Soprano.
subtronics,
Where's someone else? Big Gigantic, which is Nightmare. Or
Nightmare.
Big Nightmare. Or Gigantic Nightmare. Which is
Yeah, and we're just relaxing. We are planning to be there till the lateness of it. So like yesterday we left at 10:30 because we didn't want to meet the crowd, and it was kind of good that we did because it wasn't that crazy. So I think today we're going to be doing the same thing, so we'll see. But we're about to meet up with Josh again, and then we're going to go in and then see what the vibe is vibing today.
Thank you guys so much. What up, Breakaway? My name's Mochi. How we feeling?
So it's been a while since I recorded, and honestly I don't remember what we did in terms of my last recording, but as you can see I am currently driving and it's fine. You guys are mounted, but my question for myself is like, I need to figure out what I said, but whatever, I digress. So there's a couple things over the span of a couple days that has been happening. One of them I'm going to reveal later today in this video, but for starters, today is my final day at Oakland Community College regarding the semester. So I already got my traditional like Dunkin' Donuts, the back here. And then one of the things that we did for this semester, even though I didn't really talk about it much, is that we embodied a whole creative writing approach to rhetorical analysis and rhetorical theory and all that fun stuff. So instead of your stereotypical write about dirt and stuff that they don't really care about, I made them create a world and a character and an opposition character and develop a problem within their world, and then they had to translate that world into a reality problem and propose something in order to make a change. So because of that, one of the cool things that I told them that I was going to do at the end of the semester was that I was going to gather all their stories up and I was going to put them into little binders or whatever. And I have their little 5 foldable binder things, and so I'm going to print them out, and as a souvenir or as a goodbye gift or whatever, I'm going to give it to them. Today is one of my students' birthdays too, and because of that, that is why I'm wearing green, and because she made the request that if we are able to wear green, to please do so, because I guess it's her favorite color, or I'm assuming. I didn't really ask, but why else would she say green, right? So I don't know how I'm gonna carry all this stuff, especially because I'm one dude and I have to do a bunch. But in that regard, I'm gonna be carrying the Krispy Kreme donuts. Sandra baked them some brownies, which I have over there, have the binders, and then my own personal stuff, I guess. And so I don't know how this is going to work because I haven't done this in a while. But first and foremost, I know that I had to like specify something that I've been doing most recently, and this is what this part of the video is going to be for, and showing you what I've been doing. But before that, I know that you guys met Chili, I know that you guys met Ty, but now you will meet these 2 new iterations. Hey, they're like tiny little doggies. So this is Mochi, the one to the left, this guy, and this is Miso. Mochi, Miso. And they are miniature dachshunds. I'm gonna put them to the side now. And they are babies. They're like about, I think like 11 weeks now, probably less than that. I'm not really sure. But overall, there's been a lot of things that have been happening in my world. First and foremost, I've been reading my QE list, and based off of the QE list, I've been doing a lot of, I guess, assignments. And so what does that entitle? Work. So I'm been working with Claude and ChatGPT in order to inventory my um, thought process, my summaries, my notes, my quotes, and etc. And so they have been organizing it for me. As you can see, I have a very elaborate and intricate design on how to go about it. My summary, my methods per reading, my comparison. I don't really think it's going to be that serious in regards to like the qualifying exams, but you never know type of scenario. So I always live with the philosophy of like it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So there is that. When it comes to quotes, I've been categorizing them based on my PDF file or whatever I have, where to find them, why is this one cool or exceptional or whatever, and total comparison of like when I verified it. I also allowed them to verify it for me as well, just to make sure that I'm not like hallucinating. So that was cool. I did that with list two, which is Ola's list, and then lastly with Jeff's list. Now, I'm not fully done with all of them in terms of quotes. Some of them I have quotes, some of them I do not. So I have to figure that out. But because of that, I've been double dipping and I've been going at it to a lot of calls for proposals. So right now, these are like the ones that I currently have that I've been working on and I want to continue working on. But there are four things that I've been accepted to. First and foremost, I've been accepted to the call proposal for the special issue of the Mega Journal, which is a Nepal mega college article, magazine, whatever. And then I have TCWCC, which is at the Metropolitan Community College in Omaha, was accepting proposals. And the TCWCC is teaching creative writing at the community college and other student-centered writing programs. And so we are establishing that part. We got accepted, so I'm going to go present in Omaha. Then you guys already know about the CWSC 26, which is in the Hyatt Regency in Rochester, New York. This is the one that I'm collaborating with Mallory in order to present it. And then lastly, I'm able to do the book review that you guys already know about in regards to um, Dobrin's book, the AI and writing. So I'm technically done with that one. I'm technically done with all these things, but for the past couple of months, I've been doing nothing but like reading hands-on. And some of them have been kind of like annoying and hard to do. I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't been an easy situation, especially when like juggling like medicines and like trying to see which one is gonna hit and whatever, et cetera, et cetera. And so with that regard, like one of the things that I did and gathered around was that I created my own website. Um, so it's like a website slash portfolio thing. I don't know if it's 10 out of 10 or if it's intricate or if it's not intricate, but I kind of like it. I'm still thinking about whether or not if I should change the schematics of it, like how it looks and whatnot. The other thing that I've been doing before I go back to the website is that I've been working on my LinkedIn profile and everything to do. I am now having a voice in LinkedIn and I've been I don't know, advocating for some things, talking about some other things. And so there's like a lot of posts on here that I'm really proud about. I updated my experience, my education, my skills, and the whole shebang when it comes to that. So if you want to follow me on that, then, cool. Um, I'll go ahead and do that. But in my LinkedIn or in my website, there are several things that has been happening in terms of like the work that I did with Next Energy. And then we have the work that I've been doing by myself, and the list goes on. And then assuming that you're like, I don't know where to start or whatever, you can click whatever you want and it will lead you to whatever. For my research areas, I've been putting like the stuff that I've been working on or kind of sort of been working on. This isn't fully optimized or upgraded or updated, especially for like this. This is not the title, but it is the concept of it. Um, and so like assuming that you want to read more in depth about this, you click on the read the full fields note and it gives you a more in-depth look as towards what it is that you're doing or what it is that I'm doing. And these are like the more updated versions of those corresponding subject matters. But in regards to teaching, this is like the requirements of like my commitments as to what I want to do with my kids or my students. These are all the places and all the classes that I've ever taught to some extent. And these are like the formations of assignments or major assignments that I like to give and incorporate into my classes. Um, and then when it comes to like public scholarship, we have a bunch of stuff. We have my publication that I published with Digital Rhetoric Collaborative on my ghostwriter versus co-author thing. We have my LinkedIn stuff. We obviously have this, which is my YouTube channel. And then we have a bunch of LinkedIn and a bunch of stuff like that. I am going to eventually put those articles into formations into my website, and there's that. We have my work with Next Energy and what it is to be a consultant and how I'm going to go about to being a consultant. And the list goes on. And then my creative work, lastly, which is I put some snippets of my creative writing and what did I embody, what are my other stuff that I'm trying to work on and developing, and the list goes on. And then assuming that you want to know more about me, my about me is there, my small about me is there. And then we expanded on the process of like my curriculum vitae, my media, speaker kit, teacher philosophy, headshot, research statement, short speaker biography, the list goes on. If you want to know what the cheese I'm doing, like right now, like on a monthly basis, this is updated monthly towards like what it is that I'm doing. And so, assuming that you also want to contact me, LinkedIn profile, Wednesday profile, YouTube, curriculum vitae, just in case. And then obviously my email is down here where you can click it and it directs you to my email. The other cool thing is that now I got permission from several of my students that that allow me to essentially post their work. And so they let me do that. So for example, this is the one that I'm going to end up posting the work of, and you click the explore teaching cases, and then it's going to show you what it is. And then I'm going to have examples of the corresponding writing. That's pretty cool. I'm not really sure beyond that. And then besides that, I've been really working and deep diving onto it's going to be kind of like a long shot type of scenario, but I like to call it like my legacy work or whatever. And so I am embodying the legacy work in regards to my AI identity and how I would want it to become a thing. I am trying to develop coined terms where I invent the terms and see how they can present themselves into the future. But it's been really something in regards to like, it takes time, obviously, right? You don't just solve the cure for cancer in one day, but Jesus, it does take a while. It takes a lot. And I can now see how like PhD students are like super hardcore and it takes like 2 or 3 years to publish one thing or whatever, because I can understand it now. Never, never like have I said that this is like easy, but um, I guess I didn't know the full picture of it. But with that being said, on the upcoming weeks, um, there's going to be a lot of working on this. There's going to be a slight partnership with the Next Energy for correlation to my next class that I'm teaching at Wayne State. And the semester starts in quite literally like 4 days, I think. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 4 days. So the semester starts on Monday of this upcoming week, and that's going to be a whole brand new video. And so hopefully right now I'm going to edit this. I'm going to try to see how cool or bad this turned out and then upload it. And then tomorrow on Monday, it's going to be another day where I'm just going to present you to the new world of the fall semester. But yeah. Other than that, hi, my name is Manuel Gonzalez. I am a second year PhD student. I have officially gotten my second year as of August 25th. It is currently 27th. And I am in the English department. I am in the rhetoric and writing or composition studies or writing studies or whatever you want to call it side of the department. I am in the science and technology. I focus and my emphasis is on generative AI in post-secondary education, where we look at ethical ways or correct ways or anything way to use AI into the classroom and not be taboo. With that being said, if you're new here, this whole channel is a day in the life or a week in the life of a PhD student where I give you the ups, the downs, the lefts, and the rights in regards to my crash outs or my successes. And as of recently, I haven't been actively posting, but at the same time, I've been doing some things, some nifty things behind the scenes. So if you stick with me, you'll see a lot of hopefully educative things and actual nice things. And if you would like to follow me beyond just my YouTube channel, you have my LinkedIn, and then I'm trying to work on Substacks, but I'm not really sure. I don't know how I feel about that. But besides that, you will have this, you will have my LinkedIn profile, and hopefully you are more than welcome to stay beyond the journey. So if you're following me, thank you. If you want to continue with the process, thank you for following all my endeavors. And if you're a returning person, thank you for watching. But for next week, we are going to start the fall semester and we are going to start it headstrong to see what's up. So with that being said, have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye. I should do like that one guy who is on TikTok that his wife and him are like in public, and every single time he's like, "Hello guys," in the middle of the crowd, and then at the end he's like, "Smash the like button." I love that guy. That guy is hilarious.